guys, and welcome back to a new episode with Sunoco 1. This week we are going over the Foundry, which is episode 3 of season 12. Before we get into that, I'm actually going to go over something real quick because it has been brought to my attention this week that there are a lot of new people to Supernatural this season. That, like, kudos to you getting caught up on 11 seasons worth of show so you can watch with the new season. It's a great show, like, really it is, and I feel really bad for those who were just like, I thought it was happy and fun and actiony, and why am I crying in the first episode? Oh, baby. Oh, you dear poor sweet summer child, you don't know. It's a great show. Like, literally, you will laugh so much, and then you will cry, and then you'll cry some more. And then you'll cry over things just like, why is Satan making me cry? Oh, God! And it's just like, yeah. And then, like, Gabriel, if you haven't met him yet, he'll make you laugh, and then he'll make you cry. Rude. I love Supernatural. In case you haven't noticed, this is considered this a PSA. I love Supernatural, and no one can ever take that away from me. So I'm going to go over real quick a couple of things that, like I said, I've realized people have no idea exist, and I'm like, oh, no, sweetie, baby, no, sugar, no. Your life's about to get so much better. It's so much more expensive. Okay, first of all, there are tie-in novels to Supernatural. There's about 16 so far. We have another one fixing to come out in a couple of months. This one, Mythmaker, just came out, and it is book number 14. So it's so far of the ones I've read, actually, Unholy Cause is by far my favorite. I've had some people ask me, is Cass in them? Yes, Cass is in them. Cass is in some of them depending on when the timeline they take place. It'll tell you on the back what season it takes place in, and it'll tell you on the inside what episode it takes place in between. So it's really good. The early ones are very weak, but tie-in books are like any other book. It depends on you and depends on your preferences, how much you're going to enjoy it. You know, so everybody has a different reaction to each of the books. There are also lots of other tie-in books as far as the mythology of the show and the monsters and the spirits and the demons and the ghouls and the signs and the symbology, you know, behind the show. They're really great for fanfic research. They're just really interesting to read if you're interested in different stuff. You know, me, I like to read just I'm a vast well of useless information because I found it interesting. So I of course bought these because I was just fascinated. Yeah, so I, like, again, highly recommend them, especially if you're a fanfic writer. They're good little quick reference guides and different stuff like that. They are also, there is a memoir, a fangirl's memoir called Fangasm. That is from two girls who started off at the very beginning of the show, and basically it's their memoir. The title is very misleading, and a lot of people I know when the book came out were upset because they thought it was meant to represent the fandom as a whole, and it's not. It is not a study in Supernatural and being a Supernatural fangirl. It is literally their memoir and their experience. So, of course, there are things that members of fandom are, of course, going to disagree with. But like I said, it's a personal experience for them, you know, their perspective. We are also mentioned as a fandom in two other books that are like sociological studies into, you know, fandom and media and how people interact and the sociological aspects of that and the studies into it and the psychological aspects of how the mindset is very much different in these circles and niches and stuff like that. It's very interesting. The fan fiction basically taking over the world, studies multiple fandoms and is an in-depth perspective into, you know, just the phenomenon of fanfiction going all the way back to Star Trek when fanfiction was illegal. And to write fanfiction, one, you had to type it out and mail it to somebody to give them a chapter update. And then two, you were breaking the law to do it. And they did it anyway. In which case, of course, the books, a lot of them have interviews with the actors, with the directors, with the showrunners, with other fans. It's really interesting, especially if you're into that, which, of course, I am. It's just interesting to me. So, like I said, there's so many things out there you didn't know about that I'm not even, these are just the books. I haven't even gotten started on the merchandise. If you don't know this, Hot Topic, it's a thing. It's great. Oh my god, they have all of the stuff. It's the evil, evil store filled with wonderful, beautiful, beautiful things that are overpriced. I said that with love. But they also run really good sales and stuff too, and then they have other things that are more affordable, and it's just like, okay. So it's just a matter of knowing how to shop at Hot Topic and possibly getting a second job. There are things like the Supernatural coloring book. Look at this. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Like, I cannot even. And then there are shirts, there are pants, there are shorts, there are purses, there's headphones, there are tablet covers, there are wallets, there are, did I say jewelry already? There's jewelry, there's necklaces, there's rings, there's bracelets, there's earrings, there's dresses, there's purses, there's backpack purses, there's, you name it, they have it. It's a thing. There are hats, there are scarves, like, and these are just the official products. There's fan-made ones everywhere. And all kinds of wonderful, great, fabulous stuff you can get. There's also, if you go to Creation Stan's website, there's always one, there's the official merchandise, but then the actors themselves usually have campaigns and stuff that are near and dear to their heart. Like Ruthie right now is running one for My Hope Chest, which is raising money, and they've got like all this new swag out that is strictly the money and the proceeds are going to this charity that means a lot to Ruth. And that's really, really great. And you've got like pictures and ads and stuff of all the different actors in Supernatural, of course, modeling the merchandise. You know, because they're like, no, we fully support this as well. You know, breast cancer is something that affects all of us. And, you know, this is, it's really, really great. So, you know, Creation Stands, sign up to their email, get updates, you know, that, you know, hey, we have a new campaign out for Jensen and Misha, the You Are Not Alone campaign. Or, hey, wait, Jared is offering more stuff for his, you know, Always Keep Fighting campaign. Hey, Ruth has more stuff for her campaign. You know, you've got Kim and Brianna who have the Wayward Daughters campaign because, you know, Wayward Daughters is a spinoff the fandom wants. And there's merchandise for it, even if it's not canon yet. And Wayward AF, dude. And then there's like Adagio tea that they sell a whole lot of fandom themed teas, like this one. And this is the big 10 of it. I forget what ounce size it is. I don't remember. This is one of my favorite teas. This is the Becky Rosen tea. The Becky Rosen, the Lucifer, the Meg, the Amara, the Chuck, and like one other one. They're all my favorites. They're all very different. The Becky tea is actually what I'm drinking now, and it is a black tea with roses and apples, and it's so good. Oh my god, make you want to slap somebody. It's so good. I love it. The Lucifer tea is like a black tea with chocolate, but it's got a very high amount of caffeine in it. So it's great for first thing in the morning. There's chai teas and there's spice teas and the Amara tea, like literally I taste it and it goes, oh my god, that's good. Oh my god. Because it's a very strong spice tea that almost tastes like Christmas. And it's really, really good. Whereas the Chuck tea, you turn around and drink it, it's just very cozy and relaxing. It makes you think of like, you know, staying in during rainy weather with a sweater and a quilt reading a book. I mean, it's just super nice. So it's really, really, really great. Another thing, and this will be the last item, because it just came out like this week. There is now a Supernatural perfume. It smells really nice. It's not expensive. It's regularly like $19.90. Currently it's on sale for like $14.90. Because Hot Topic is having like a 25% off sale, and then also like a buy one get one half off sale. And then their Halloween stuff is like buy one, get one for $1. So, I mean, they have really good sales. You just have to like save up your money and wait for them or collect coupons or whatever. It smells really nice. And like, look at this. Look, it looks really awesome. It's got like anti-possession tattoos and devil's traps and stuff all in it. And it smells really nice. It smells sort of floral and clean. There's a hint of musk at the beginning, but then like mostly you just smell the floral clean smell, and it's not a very strong fragrance. It's a very light, just sort of airy, and it's just like, okay, I really like this, because I'm particular when it comes to certain stuff, including my perfumes. I really like it. I really, really like it. And so, like I said, I highly recommend it. Like I said, if you're new to fandom, dude, there's so much more to discover and find out about and go broke for. Okay, so now we'll get to the actual topic at hand, which was the episode for last night. Just to, like, be straightforward, straight out the gate, I did not like the episode. I thought it was boring as hell. Like, I know it's kind of split. Some people really, really loved it. I liked the idea of a lot of things in it. The execution to me was poor. Anonymous said, I laughed at the scene where Mary comes in with short hair and the boys ask her why she cut her hair, and she's like, so the bad guys don't have anything long to pull. To which Dean replied, I've been telling Sammy that. It was funny. It was funny. It was also very typical of the fact that basically Mary is having a life change and perspective change, and basically she's making a shift. So the first thing she does is cut her hair. And I was like, no, that makes perfect sense. But then of course the boys are just, they have to ask, did you cut your hair? Gee, I don't know. A foot of hair is gone. Did she cut it? Anonymous said, Rowena was pretty badass this episode. Don't you agree? Dude, queen. So proud of her. Like cheering, screaming, very, yes. And oh God, Lucifer pissed me off because, like, seriously, stop underestimating her. She's way too clever for you. You are way too clever for this, to be underestimating her like this. You are extremely clever, so why are you being stupid? Feliciana Vargas, Italy said, what did you think when Mary said she had to leave? And did you see the hurt look on Dean's face? Poor squirrel. Okay, that's something that actually really bugged me this episode, is that we went from her basically kind of being okay to her very much not being okay. You know, there was, I know a lot of people were upset about the fact that, wait, Mary left after 3 episodes? Dude, Demon Dean lasted 2 episodes. Are you freaking kidding me? You're surprised by this? Like, Demon Dean, that was a gold mine, that was not properly utilized at all. So no, I'm not at all surprised Mary left so soon. But also I can see it from her point of view. Yesterday she was with her kids, you know, her children were 6 months old and 4 years old, and John was alive. And in 24 hours, they're dead. Well, they're not even dead, but they're gone, you know, which is the same as dead. She's mourning her family. You know, that yes, Sam and Dean are there, but they're complete strangers to her. They're adults. She doesn't know them. She doesn't know anything about them, you know? And it's just, I can understand her struggle, but at the same time, it was poorly utilized and poorly done. With 3rd episode in, she goes from apparently seemingly, you know, at the end of the last episode, you know, having a moment with Sam, and Dean trying to compartmentalize, rationalize his reality with current reality, or his memory with reality. And yeah, it just, yeah. Nobu Akuma said, dying whale noises that can only barely be heard over the sound of Dean and Sam's hearts breaking because Mary walked away. I just want to slap the heck out of Amara. Dean did not need this. She didn't know. My baby was trying to do something nice. God. I'm not actually mad at you, but I've seen a lot of flack at Amara, and I'm like, she thought she was being kind. It's like the first time she's done that. She tried. Neither did Sam. Just, long suffering sigh. It was really good otherwise episode. I wouldn't be in tears for the boys. Oh, and what did you think about the fact that Cass said he was going to call them and then didn't? Cass's whole mission didn't go the way he was planning. Because one, almost as soon as he gets there, okay, it's definitely sounding like Lucifer. Oh, but wait, Crowley's on it. Oh, shit, Lucifer's already got Rowena! Are you kidding me? Shit. Fuck. Okay, things just got serious. Oh, wait. Do I want to, basically take away the boys', very serious time with their mother in a very crucial time, so they can come help me when I technically already have backup, and they wanted me to have backup, which I have backup now. So what is more important? Them coming, with me to help, and adding more people to this, or making sure they have this very important time with their mother? I think Cass went with the selfless option and prioritized their needs over his. Because while he, would rather not have Crowley for company, it's more important to him that the boys get to be with their mother. Triscar368 said, is sobbing on the floor. Mary! Chuck, she knows nothing about how much that gutted them. She still doesn't know everything about John, and I'm not okay. Why can't we have nice things? Seriously? I just we never get nice things. We never get nice things. We're good people. We're decent people. Most of the fandom is really good. There's those crazy heads out there that threaten to cut Misha's face with a box cutter, but the most of us are normal, sane people who love the show. I don't know why they punish us. They don't. I don't know. Son of a bitch, SPN family said, I just want to clarify something here. I no longer exist on this earth. This episode was so many things. Wonderful, heartwarming, heart-wrenching. There was so much, but the one thing that keeps me going with this episode was Rowena. So badass, and I loved it. Yes! They bust in the door to come save Rowena, and she's just like, oh, I don't need your help. I already took care of it myself. Would you like some tea? And I'm like, yes! Slay! Anonymous said episode 3 was weird. Kind of felt like they were trying for old school, but it was just sort of clunky. I don't think it was the script so much as the direction editing made it feel that way. Uninspired, I think, is the word I would use. Story-wise, I'm pissed that they already dumped Mary. I wondered how long it would take before SPN chickened out and returned to the regular scheduled bros-only programming. I didn't guess 3 episodes. Jensen's performance in the end was heartbreaking, though. Dude, anytime Dean's heart is broken, my heart is broken. That is my boy. You don't understand. I relate to Dean so hard. So if he's hurt, I'm hurt. I'm hurt I'm crushed. I'm crumbled. I'm on the floor. My baby is hurt, and I can't fix it, and that makes it so much worse. Seriously, half the time, I think this past week, there were some things going on, and the whole time I was just I literally just want to I wish I could call up the Supernatural cast and be like, do you want to come over? I'll make you chicken and rice and lots of comfort food because I think y'all could use it. Here, let me feed you. Because I'm Southern and that's what I do. You walk in my house, first thing I'm gonna do is offer to feed you, and then get you something to drink or get you coffee. I'm no, let me take care of you. That's how I show love. And to not do so, I feel like I'm being a bad person. Anonymous said, the scene where Cass gets sassy with Crowley about saving Rowena was weird for me. It was suddenly Cassifer, not Cass, and it was jarring and out of character. Did anybody else have that problem? It was weird. Dude, you and me both. It was so, I almost want to say creepy, because suddenly it wasn't Cass anymore. Cass has a very dry sense of humor. Okay, he has a great sense of humor. Cass is hilarious, but he has a very dry sense of humor. And that was suddenly all Cassifer. And Misha's very awkward acting from last season. Which, please, let's not ever do that again. I love you. I mean it. Please don't ever. So yeah, no, that was... There was a much better way he could have been you just want to save your mommy, rather than, you just want to save your mother. Instead. And, very dry calling, Crowley out instead. And it would have been so much better rather than, him doing everything but the wah-wah face. Anonymous said, watching Dean's heartbreak at the end of the episode broke me. The way he stepped back, that was genuinely hard for me to watch. Imagine having your own mom torn from you at the age of 4, only to get her back 30 years later and for her to leave you again of her own free will. Way to obliterate your son's trust, hope, and self-esteem in one move, Mary. Right? Oh my god! It's like, thank you, we made so much progress with Dean, and now you've broken him again. Damn it! Everyone Dean loves not only gets taken away from him, but also when they get the chance, they leave him because they want to. This just hurts too much. Yes. Yes, they do. I think that's part of the reason Jensen changed the I love you to I need you in season 8, because he said it was more like what he meant rather than, you know, it had to play into the fact that everybody, Dean may love somebody, but if he needs to, he can leave. Or more likely, he may love them and they may love him, but they'll still leave. You know, and a need is something you can't live without. And so that's the reason Jensen said, I need you instead of I love you when he told Cass back in season 8. You know, and I think that just, again, is getting reiterated to Dean that, you know, yes, she loves you, but somehow, to Dean at least, he's going to be like, I wasn't enough. I didn't measure up. I wasn't good enough. I was a disappointment, and that's why she left. And I'm like, great, thank you. We made so much progress, and now we've just gone a million steps backward. Thank you. I know you don't mean to, and I understand your situation, but at the same time, damn it! Anonymous said, what the hell was the motorcycle line and the gratuitous bike porn shot about? There was literally no follow-up on that at all, right? It was just a random line and lingering shot of a bike. Did someone need to explain Chekhov's gun principle to Bob Singer? It's another reference. Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but in the motel room, there's the female-male sign on the room separator, and then, of course, in the wallpaper. And Jerry Wynick is responsible for all that, and actually the name for the motel is written in the font for the movie Purple Rain by Prince, starring Prince. So the motorcycle is actually just another reference to Prince and Purple Rain. That's all it was meant as. I know a lot of people freaked out, though, thinking it was a reference to where Jensen has talked about he had a nightmare about where basically it was the end of the show, and Dean gets out and hands over the keys to a stranger and takes the stranger's bike and, you know, drives off into the sunset because he no longer has passengers. You know, people were freaking out thinking it was foreshadowing, and I'm like, no, it's just a Purple Rain reference. It's just a Prince reference. You know, seriously, Purple Rain, people, go watch movies. This is a classic. Anonymous said, I think the thing that annoyed me most about this episode was the jarring use of the comedy musical score in all the non-hunting low drama scenes. Someone in post got way trigger happy with the insert wacky jingle theme button this week. It was like an episode of Seinfeld or something. Anonymous said, I still hate Cass's new tie. Kill the stripey, bring back the solid blue. I think it's supposed to be physical representation. Everything on the show means something. Everything in set, everything in wardrobe. You know, a lot of thought and detail goes into this, like this week's episode with the motel. They literally had to make it. You know, they literally make the motel rooms every time. It's the same set, redone and redecorated every freaking time. You know, they've created entire bars that it doesn't actually exist. It's a set. You know, and Cass's tie, when he originally got it and it went from the solid blue to the stripe, was sort of like a physical manifestation of the fact that Cass is both an angel but sort of human. And he's trying to basically negotiate the two. And because in season 9 he even gets asked by another angel, you know, yes, you want to live, but do you want to live as an angel or as a human? And Cass has no answer. Cass, I think, still doesn't have an answer because Cass, like I said, even in the episode, even voices the fact that I don't think I fit in. As many years as I've been down here, I'm not sure where I belong. Anonymous said, the weird out-of-character Cass moment irked me when he was all sarcastic Cassifer when mocking Crowley. No, I think it's sweet. You just want to save your mother. He practically did the wah-wah crying face when he said it. It was so un-Cass. Anonymous said, dude, this episode was so disappointing. It was badly paced, and was it just me, or did it seem very weirdly edited too? Where the hell does Mary think she's going? You literally just came back from the dead after 30 plus years, and the bunker is the safest place for hunters. I don't get it. Cass primping in the mirror and being Agent Beyonce was great. And that bit of Team Free Will interacting at the beginning was awesome too. Anything else? Well, I have high hopes for next week at least. You and me both. Dude, I love the Team Free Will at the beginning. Dude, so happy. I've missed them being friends so much. It's just like, yes, thank you. I just like finally got some fresh air. It's so nice. So nice. Wait, come back. Come back. Bring back the fresh air. Oh wait, Cass is leaving. Again. Anonymous said, I think Supernatural staff should hire you to watch the episodes before they air so you can correct all of their mistakes. No, get me at the beginning. Get me at the script. Get me in the writer's room when they're just like throwing back ideas back and forth. I'm like, no, that breaks canon. No, you can't do that. No, that's out of character. No, there's a contingency error right here. Some of the dialogue was so awkward. God, I know. Nobody talks like that. I get really bad secondhand embarrassment from this show sometimes. The ending felt kind of forced too. I mean, how are they going to explain Mary leaving like that? It feels unnecessary. Why wouldn't she want to learn about and bond with her sons? Sure, it's hard for her, but why just leave like that? And to go where? Like, I'm lost, Tinoco. Dude, you and me both. Like, seriously. Okay, first of all, let me go back to that. I would love to work for Supernatural. Okay, let me explain. I volunteer as tribute to work for Supernatural. I will put up with Bob Singer if I could work at Supernatural. I would. I would. No, like, I want to I want to write for the show. I want to write the novels. I want to do audiobook versions of the novels. Like, hey, Dean, check this out. Damn it, Sam, not now. No, Dean, I think your brother's onto something. I mean, seriously, I do these voices in my sleep because I've done so many years of podficking. Like, I have plenty of experience. So just hire me to do something officially. I love Supernatural. I really do. As far as Mary leaving, dude, I don't know. I don't know. Samantha Smith is a guest star. She can only be in up to 12 episodes per season, I believe. Unless the rules on that have changed. If she goes over the 12 episodes, they have to pay her a lot more per episode in order for her to be on the show. Because basically there's rules. And so, they were going to have to write her out, but it was such a complete 180 from the previous episode. There was no transition. There was no working their way up to, okay, rather than, you know, her being there and being, like, surprised, but, you know, happy to see her boys and that they grew up and that they're so fabulous. You know, she goes from that to not even having a bad day where she's struggling to, I quit, I'm done, I'm leaving, I can't do this. And we're like, whoa, hold up, you gotta work your way up to divorce, okay? It doesn't just happen. Anonymous said, I kind of feel lukewarm about the episode. I mean, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't anything special either. I can't wait to watch your discussion video if you make one. You know I always make one. Like, seriously, darling, you want me to? I'll make one. Like, even if 3 people send in questions, I'm gonna make one, and I'm gonna talk to all 3 of y'all. It'll be great. We're gonna have so much fun. Let's see. I really respect your opinion of the show and like to hear your thoughts. Hope you have a good day hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you. I'm just opinionated. It's just like, I don't think I have any special opinion. I just am vocal about, you know, my opinion and the fact that I love Supernatural. And I know, unfortunately, a lot of people have a very bitter outlook when it comes to the show because they've been hurt by it so much because we're so emotionally invested in these characters. And then also we feel physically attacked a lot of times when we feel the show is mocking us as people, us as women, when it's belittling to either female viewers or females in general. That, you know, we're literally, the women are on the show either to be captured, tortured, or slept with. That's it. You know, or, you know, killed off. Because, oh, wait, you're evil. Not gonna get into that. Anonymous said, Dean called Cass Sunshine and Crowley called him Cassie. I feel the breath of life stirring within me. Here's an interesting point, that is Cass is called 3 different things in the episode. Mary calls him Castiel, which is formal. Misha probably calls him Boothang. But Dean calls him Sunshine as, like, you know, just teasing him and, you know, morning sunshine, you know, as a show of, you know, their friendship and their closeness and their relationship. And then Crowley calls him Cassie, but he's doing it sarcastically as to aggravate him. And I thought that was very interesting. And because on the one hand, it's overly familiar for Crowley because they're not friends. And then it's overly formal for Mary because they're not friends. And then you've got Dean in the middle, who's like, you know, BFFs for life. Anonymous said, I genuinely didn't think SPN would find a way to get rid of Mary by episode 3. I figured she would stick around forever. Wouldn't stick around for forever. I'm sure the producers could hear the whine of the bye bros and interloper klaxon from miles away. But that was some speedy third wheel ditching even by supernatural standards. At least they didn't kill her, I suppose. I guess the bro-only contingent will be pleased. Here's the thing, Mary's coming back. Mary's coming back in like 2 episodes. She's going to be in an episode with the boys and apparently gets to meet Jody. So booyaka! I'm really, really, really hoping for some protective mama bear Jody when it comes to Mary and what she did to the boys. And like, you know, these are my sons. They're not my sons, but they're my sons. And you're their mother, but I will kick your ass. You hurt my boys. This is not okay. In which case also, like, one of them is basically adopted one of the kids I've also adopted. So I'm definitely protective as well. You know, I will shank you. I don't care if you're Mary Winchester. Because like I said, Samantha Smith is not a recurring character on the show, or Mary's not. She's a special guest star. She's limited in the number of episodes she can be in the show. And there's 23 episodes per season. She has to be in less than 12 of them. So it's a matter of time, but it was poorly done because there was no transition from her being happy to be alive, and kind of interested in the fact that, hey, I have sons and I want to have a relationship with them and I want to learn who you are and tell them about your first crushes and your life and all the mom things I missed, to, hey, I need to leave, I need space, I can't do this. And I'm just like, let me explain to you how not to write what you just did. That's how you don't do it. They're Not Only Books said, this season has been really getting to me so far. My mom was called Mary and died when I was 4 years old like Dean. I feel like I'm experiencing some of this alongside the Winchesters. It's quite cathartic. Oh good, because I was really worried when I first started reading this out loud. I was like, oh god, she must be so upset. I'm so sorry. How can I fix it? How can I make it better? I'll make you soup. And I will like wreck you the fluffiest, happiest, best fix ever. Like seriously, you will have Team Free Will or Bunker Family having game nights and throwing snacks to each other as they play board games and come across the table being competitive. It'll be beautiful. I will wreck you some fix. I'm glad you're finding it cathartic rather than upsetting. That's very good. If you do need any fic recs, though, come see me. I will help you out. British Angel 99 said, so I haven't actually seen this episode or any of season 12 properly yet. I'm sorry. As it doesn't air in the UK for a few months. Good, dude, that's even worse. But from what I've seen on Tumblr, I feel like I should be offering moral support for this episode's ending. My poor boys. My poor boys. My poor boys. And poor Dean, dude. Poor Dean. Oh, God. Anyways, moving right along. They both look so crushed. How do you think this will affect Dean in the upcoming episodes? Death. Death is how it's going to affect him. He's dying on the inside. So much regression as far as how much progress he's made in allowing himself to be happy and emotionally available and just, oh God. So far this season, he seemed to be a lot more open with his emotions. But now that everyone's leaving again, first Cass, now Mary, how do you think he'll go back? Do you think he'll go back to the way he was before? Dean is dead inside. And we'll try to cover it up and overcompensate and act like he's fine and big deal. I'm not bothered, you know, whatever. No, he's dying. He's a lying liar who lies. Professionally. And yeah. Anonymous said, I noticed that Cass sassed Crowley this episode, and I don't know why, but it kind of weirded me out. The part where he's making fun of Crowley for looking for Rowena. IDK, it almost didn't seem like Cass. Like, it didn't seem Cass-like, or it didn't seem like something he would usually say. Maybe he's just learning from Dean, but it confused me a tad. Your thoughts? Cassifer. Seriously. No. Misha, I love you. I mean it. Don't. Walk away. Go back to Cass humor and stop channeling Cassifer because it was awkward and bad for everybody the first time. I love you. I say that with love. I mean it. That was just, it did not work for you. It did not work for us. It did not work, period. Go back to the dry sense of humor that is Castiel. You know, the seriously grumpy, overdramatic, you know, I got a hangnail, I'm going to go drown myself in the fountain because it's just like, oh God, let's give up. Because angels are dramatic. They're all so freaking dramatic. It's beautiful. They're so melodramatic. But they're just very dry about it. And it's just like, no, this is beautiful and gives me so much joy. So yeah, Cassifer was just, that was, oh God, so awkward. So awkward. But yeah, that's it. I hope you liked this. I hope you enjoyed. Check out my other reaction videos, my other discussion videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Look into the merchandise I told you about. If you know anybody who works for Supernatural, CW, or Warner Brothers and can get me a job working for Supernatural, hook me up. I would love to work there. I actually do professional audiobook work as well as doing it for free doing Podfix. So if they want me to narrate the audiobooks, I could definitely do that in my sleep. You know, check out my other videos. I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Have a happy Halloween. Have a very safe Halloween. I will be celebrating at work with Beauty and the Beast, and work is competing very heavily against each other. So I will be actually at work tomorrow on Saturday decorating my office and everything like that so we can compete because there's prizes. You know, and I will see y'all back next week. Looking forward to the new episode, though I don't actually really know fully what it's about. Super overzealous religious people, which, God, that's an old plot line. I'm getting really tired of the show mocking people of religion and faith and making them either be crazy or naive. It's annoying. You know, can they just be people? Please. 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 But see y'all back next week. Looking forward to it. Hope you are too. Bye!